you would like to get 100 free coins, please join my channel at haps.tv/at Queen Tina. Sign up at that link and you'll get 100 free coins to share with other people on the channel to help support their channels and show them some love here on Haps. I don't come to you all with really, really happy news today. Um, I didn't really talk much about this because it wasn't really something I wanted to talk about much. Um, I've kind of shied away from oversharing my family stuff because if it's about me, I don't mind talking about it. You know, if y'all want to make fun of me or talk about me, that's fine. I don't care. But one thing I will not tolerate is people saying things about my family, stuff like that. Um, and pardon my appearance, I just got back from the car. I went for a car ride. I have found out what cures my PTSD. Um, I will not tell y'all what cures my PTSD because it's not exactly safe in any sense of the word, but it makes me feel better. So I just got back. But anyway, a couple of weeks ago, I had told you guys that my mom's brother was in the hospital and that they had said that his cancer had um, spread and that it had progressed further along than it had before. And if you guys are watching the channel and you do not know that, I don't know if you're here. If you're on the channel and you want me to say hello, you have to speak up. I don't know you're here. If you want me to acknowledge you, just say hi, whatever. If you don't, that's fine. You don't have to be acknowledged. That's fine too. I'm just letting you know. Hi, Starla. Thanks for saying hi, honey. I just want to let y'all know I'm not ignoring anybody. Hey, Shirley. Um, I just want to let y'all know I don't know that you're here unless you say something. So, but a couple of weeks ago, we were told that my mom's brother, his cancer had metastasized to his bones, and that um, it had metastasized to his bones. And he, at that time, he had been in the hospital. They'd put him in the hospital because he couldn't breathe, and he was on a CPAP. He had been on CPAP for years, and at this point, he could not come off the CPAP. He was terrified. He could not breathe without it, and so he was in the hospital. Well, it apparently had metastasized to his brain and all the rest of his body. And we lost my uncle last night at 11:45 p.m. And so um, it's a little bit somber around here. Um, just a lot of memories and thoughts, and um, it's kind of hard because I wasn't close to my Uncle Johnny, but I have memories. Like I grew up around him. I grew up, knowing how he lived. He lived a rough life, and he was redheaded, if that tells you anything. He was redheaded and mean as a snake, but he lived life rough, and before he passed, he didn't want to die. And I think that's the thing that grabbed me the most, is that he didn't want to die. And hey, Caleb, I loved the video you sent me, Caleb. It made me smile. Um, I went to see him. He recognized me. I hadn't seen him in a long time. He recognized me, and so it was sad. There's a lot of things going on in the because I'm who I am. Y'all don't know that I have a hard time forgiving people for things. Y'all may not realize that, but there's a lot of moving pieces that went along behind all this stuff. A lot of things that happened that I'm not going to discuss because I'm not going to discuss my family. This is not my family to discuss. This is my mother's family, and I'm not going to discuss this on social media because this is not something I want to openly discuss on social media. But I will say that I was angry, and some parts of me is still angry, but I'm dealing with it for my mom's sake. And as a person that loves God and is supposed to be is supposed to forgive 70 times 7. I am struggling with that. Struggling with this forgiveness part. And my mom keeps, my mom's like, listen, you got to let this go. And I said, I understand that, but, having a hard time with it, so um, we're doing the best we can. My mom is strong, a very strong woman, and there's been a few people that we told ahead of time. Caleb knew about it. John knew about it. Blaine knew about it. Blaine may be watching. I don't know if she's watching or not, but I know Caleb. But there are a few people that in my inner circle that know what's going on, and only because if I hadn't had somebody, you know what I'm saying. There's things that's been going on behind the scenes, and I've either been on the phone when things have happened, or it's kind of things have kind of happened. You know what I'm saying? It's not been because I've wanted to discuss it. It's just kind of happened while I was on the phone with people and stuff. Um, so um, I just hope that we can pray for my mom. If y'all can keep my mom in your thoughts and prayers. Did the internet go off, Daddy? Daddy, Robert. I reckon he's deaf now. Hey, you, Robert. Hold on a minute. Oh, he's not even in there. He's so quiet, I can't hear him get up. Isn't that weird? I didn't even hear him get up. Um, but I guess our internet must have went out for a few seconds. Am I back for everybody? Okay. Hey, Sonny. So I just wanted to let y'all know the service is going to be Thursday morning. They're going to have it at the graveyard, I believe, and it's just going to be graveside services, and that's good because I don't think. Well, I know for a fact I wouldn't have gone to the funeral had it been probably at the funeral home. I mean, yes, I would have gone because it's my mom. I would have gone for my mom, but um, I just I don't know where they're burying him. I didn't know we had plots down where my grandma and grandpa are buried. So I guess they're burying him down where my grandma and grandpa are buried. I did not know we had plots down there. I've always asked my mom because I'm going to be cremated. I chose cremation. That's what I want. I wanted just to be buried, between the headstones. Just my little box. I just want to be buried between the headstones of my Aunt Lois and my grandma and grandpa's graves because there's like a width, just the width of what it would be in, a headstone, right between Aunt Lois and grandma and grandpa. And so it would be perfect, just to put, because I mean, it don't take up that much space. Little V box, just set me down in there. That's what we did with my uncle. We just put my uncle Donald, my dad's brother. We encased him in his remains in concrete because I won't even go into that. But we put his remains in concrete. We took Quickcrete with us, and between um, uh, my grandma and grandpa and my grandpa's best friend, they buried him on the other side, and between them, they buried my uncle at the headstone, and that's where he's buried. And they encased his remains because he was cremated. They encased his remains in Quickcrete, and all of his remains were contained in the box. And we just buried the box, the wrapping, everything. Just put it in the Quickcrete, put it in the ground because some of the family was wanting his ashes. I just think that's disrespectful in my book because my uncle didn't want that. Like he wouldn't have wanted that. And so my dad said no. And so we encased his ashes. But for those of you that are just joining, my mom's brother passed away. And so, um, yeah, this is the brother. This is my uncle who has the daughter that I don't care for, the one that had the grandson that she didn't raise, the one that had the daughter that had the child that they took away from. You know, if y'all remember, I don't know if y'all remember that or not, but this is the girl that was so sick. She held her hands up like this at me and said, "I couldn't race, and my arthritis just." Oh, I'm not going to get started. I'm not going to get started because see, that's where the anger comes in at. That's because my daddy. Look how many times we've come close to losing my daddy. And he had three people in his life that pushed him: Rebecca, AJ, and Jacob. And Mama said he had five, me and Sherry, plus, Rebecca and the two boys. I said, well, those three right there were the three main ones. The great grandbabies and Becky were the three driving forces. Were the three driving forces. They give you a strive for life. They give you a pull, something to strive for. I feel like. So, anyway, I just wanted to update you guys, let you guys know what was going on. Thursday, I have class, so I probably won't be on Thursday at all. Um, Tomorrow, what am I doing tomorrow? Hold on a minute. Tomorrow, I've got to go get a visual field done. So I won't be on tomorrow either, probably. I'm going to kind of lay low the rest of this week, guys, because I'm really not feeling well. I'm still not understanding what's going on with my health. And I've got something big coming up next week. I haven't talked about it. You guys need to stay tuned to this channel. There's a big surprise coming at the 1st of September. Big, big surprise on the channel. Um, I think y'all will be surprised. And I think y'all will be pleasantly surprised. And so I want y'all to stay tuned to the channel on the 1st or 2nd. I'm not sure if it'll happen on the 1st or the 2nd, but stay tuned to the channel, okay? Keep an eye out on the 1st or the 2nd. I'll do a notification before I go live, about an hour before I go live, so that everybody can have an idea when I'm going to go live, because I don't want people to miss, what's going on and stuff. So I don't want people to miss out on what's going to happen. So I want you guys to be in on the loop of what's going on. Um, but I mean, some of y'all may not really care, but I think it's really cool. So um, I think it's just going to be the beginning of something wonderful. Um, but anyway, um, but Friday I've got to take mom to the doctor, and then Monday and Tuesday will be more of probably me trying to straighten up and get things ready for the beginning of next week. Um, because I'll be going hard the first of next month. So, um, yeah, just wanted to give you all a heads up. Um, I love you all. I thank you guys for supporting me. Um, those of you that still support me, those of you that still support me, those of you that don't hate my guts by now. I'm hated over on Periscope, over on Twitter, which I really don't care about. I think it's so petty. I'm so glad I came over here to Hacks because I'll tell you, it is so funny. And this is the honest truth. It is so funny to go over to Twitter and listen to spaces and hear the same rhetoric being spoken over and over and over and over again. When I had to go visit my dying uncle and listen to these people talk about pettiness on audio, and I'm like, do you know how precious life is? Can you guys not forgive each other and just call it, go ding ding and call it a day? Whatever happened to forgiveness in this life? Whatever happened to forgiveness? Because I'm telling y'all, life is too short. And I know I have to forgive my cousin. I have to forgive my aunt. I have to forgive a lot of people. I have a lot of forgiveness I have to work through. And I have to ask people for forgiveness. It was brought up that I needed to be nice to Chris Hendricks. Well, I said yesterday or day before yesterday on Spaces, I cut people out of my life that I cannot handle, that causes me issues. And Chris and I have not had anything to do with each other. I've not said anything negative about Chris, and Chris has apparently not said anything negative about me in the last year. And Yeti's who I'm talking about. Yeti brought Chris up to me, and I'm like, listen, I've not said anything about Chris in the last year. I said I had to cut people out of my life because I couldn't deal with the stress. I said because of my health had to come first. For once in my life, I had to take care of me first. It wasn't just the family. Oh, and I brought up that I had a family, that you are my family, that the Cubs were my family. Oh, he was threatened by that. Of course, Yeti's threatened by women anyway. But he couldn't stand the fact that I was saying that why can't we all just get along? I'm like, these people are screaming at each other, literally screaming at each other. For what? I said, I had to go say goodbye to somebody I love very much. And you all are sitting here online arguing over nothing. Nothing. None of this means anything. You guys are arguing over stuff you don't give two craps about. You all, my family, means something to me. And when we talk, it actually means something. When they get on there and they argue, fuss, and fight, they don't care. To them, it's just an activity for them to do every day. When I do this, I do it because I love you all. And that is the honest truth. And if people want to call me a liar, let them tell me to my face that I'm a liar. Let them call me out and call me a liar. They don't know my heart. They don't know your hearts. So if people want to say things, that's fine. But why didn't they stop the violent nature of Periscope when they had the chance, is what I was saying. Right? I mean, and then I called Yeti a prick. Yeah, you heard me. And he said, well, she called me a name, and he kept interrupting me the whole time I was talking. And I lost my temper. And I said, well, you can only say something so much until I lose my temper. So it's just something to think about. When you go listen to those spaces and you're sitting in there listening to them argue back and forth, you're contributing to the problem by going into those rooms. I was contributing. I'm not going to contribute anymore because it's ridiculous. Even Don Log was nice to me, which scared me. I'll be honest. Don Log was very nice to me. But, you know, it's just contributing to the violent cycle that was Periscope in spaces. If I open a space, we're not going to have that kind of conversation. It's going to be kindness. It's going to be love, and it's going to be understanding. We're not going to have that garbage spewed. It's like I opened my room because I was wanting to chat with other people, and then Tina Leroy followed me in. Anthony Leroy followed me in. Said, well, I'll change my name to Queen Anthony. I said, no, you won't. You'll change it, period. Period. And then some guy came in and said, well, I don't think you should have to change it. And then I got a phone call. That's the violence that is Periscope. That is that spaces. That's it. That's the violence that is that side. So, I just don't see a point to having all that negativity, all that violence, all that garbage. Why spew all that nastiness unless that is the way you get your rocks off in the evenings? You know. So I'm gonna go. I've got things I need to be doing. And it looks like I'm gonna get them done sitting here. I know my room looks a mess. It is a mess. I've got to get it straightened up. I've got class Thursday night. I'm really excited about class. I enjoy it. It's so much fun. It's so neat getting to hear all the things that we're going to learn and stuff. And I can't really talk about a lot of it, but it's really cool. It is. It's really cool. I talk about the stuff I can talk about, but there's some of it I'm not allowed to talk about, which is really weird. It's not one of those we have to kill you if we tell you, but it's one of those where we'd rather you not discuss it kind of deals. So, and I can't take photographs like some of the guys don't want their photographs taken, which I understand, and put just all over social media because some of the officers don't want their photograph. Like my ex never wanted his photograph online. His wife puts his photograph all over the place now. I don't know what the deal was. I guess it's okay now. Maybe he's not working. I don't know. But when he was working before, he did not want his photograph online. I had to respect that. I could not put pictures of me and him up online. If I did, it had to be just a family photograph, like it was all of us together. It could not just be me and him. So, but yeah. So I love you guys. Hope you guys have a great day. Please keep my mom in your thoughts and prayers. Keep my mom's family in your thoughts and prayers. Pray that I don't have an episode at the funeral, after the funeral. And that is and I'm not joking, guys, that is a serious, serious prayer. I'm not joking. Pray that my PTSD does not hit me after the funeral. That's what I told Mom. I said, that's the only thing that'll catch me is if somebody says one wrong thing and then it's on. I mean, that's the thing. It's just one wrong word, and that's usually what starts it. And you can ask Caleb. It don't take much to set me off, and that's what would do it. One wrong word at this point, and yeah, that would set me off. So I love you guys. If you guys watch my channel after this video goes up, leave me a hashtag replay and, you know, whatever you want to say. If you guys are here as haters, drink a big old glass of Haterade and join the crew. We love you too. Even though you may not like me, you still watch the video. And this is for you. Cheers. So I love you guys. You guys are my family. I love you very much. Remember, tomorrow is Blaine's birthday. If you guys are on Facebook and you have Blaine on your friends list, Blaine turns 30, I believe, tomorrow. So you need to go over and wish her a happy birthday. It's a dirty 30, I believe it is. So don't forget to go over and wish her a happy birthday. I hope I don't forget, and if I do, she got her birthday card, so I sent her a birthday card. And don't nobody come for me for not sending birthday cards to everybody. I don't remember everything all the time. I was buying cards for my sisters, and I got my daughter a birthday card. Don't come for me, please. Nobody else come for me. I happen to remember the birthday card because it was coming up right away. So hopefully in the future I will readily have cards here. Once I get everything around me cleaned up and available, I will have cards here that I can have and ready to put in the mail. Okay, that's my hope. That's my dream. To have cards I can just pull out of the filing cabinet and, you know, sign and, not autograph, but sign, put little notes in and send to y'all. Special cards, birthday cards, get well cards, whatever kind of cards they are. I feel bad that I've not been able to do this before now. Oh, I gotta go, guys. These teeth have got to come out. I love y'all. I'm starting to get sick. Y'all have a great day. You don't know how much I love you. You really don't. You're my hearts. You're my hearts. You're my hearts. You're my hearts. You really are. Mama Bear loves you. To the moon and back. Remember to be kind to someone. Smile at somebody today, because you never know if that smile will change someone's entire day. You could save a life with it. You can smile with your eyes if you're wearing a mask. Never forget that. Share the love I share with you with someone else. Negativity goes way further and hurts people. Kindness. Kindness goes a long way. I love you guys. I'll see you guys soon. Bye, guys.